Yeah, touch them and just say you're in the right place on this morning. Come on, some of y'all look like I don't know like that. Touch somebody and say you're in the right place. Yeah, you're in the right place on this morning. I'm going to hand my life to the chief cornerstone of the church. God the Father, God the Son, God the Spirit. We thank God for Jesus. For it is here that we live, move, and have our being. Somebody just shout out, thank God for Jesus. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the chief cornerstone of the church, and we're grateful for being in the house of God one more time. Of course, I thank God. My queen is standing beside my side, Lady M. Come on, make some noise for her on this morning. Give shields to the body of Christ. I couldn't do what I do without her. I understand how important she is. And I'm grateful for her life and grateful for the things she's done. With that being said, of course, shout out to all the married couples. We had a good time with One Flesh on yesterday. We enjoyed it. Come on, make some noise for them. It was a success. I said, Bird started something, Pastor Listen. She said, Amazing Manner. I said, keep playing. Let me find another 501c3. I need that. I need that tax credit. But we had a good time being able to target marriages. I understand when the enemy attacks, with this for everybody, when the enemy attacks, that's a good sign. That's the area that God is trying to bless. One time, when he attacks your finance, it's a good time to understand that it evidently is something that God trying to do with increase overflow. When they attack your body, it's a very sign that God is trying to move. I say this all the time. This Pastor already 3 tweets this, post this, that chaos is confirmation of the call of God on your life. So when you see chaos, it's confirmation that God is in the midst of that. Because I told somebody, you can always find Christ in the midst of trouble. You can always find Christ in the midst of trouble. Of course, I thank God for my team, the core team that made ministry happen. Come on, make some noise for them. The Bible says there's safety in the multitude of counsel, and I understand in order to do something great for God, it's always bigger than you. With that being said, we thank God for Pastor Kim Bird. Come on, make some noise for Deacon Bird that's standing side by side. We thank God for Pastor Lister, Lady Lister. Come on, make some noise for them. Thank God for Deacon Zeno, my man here, Deacon. And Lady Zeno, come on, make some noise for them. We being missed. I posted a picture with them. I ain't gonna tell them all the T, Zeno, but I said it's something important to have somebody to stand beside your side that rock with you good and bad. Everybody can rock with you when everything's going good. You need somebody that's gonna rock with you when, hey, listen, I know it look bad. I'm with you though, like 4 black ties. I ain't going nowhere. We're gonna sit here together. And I thank God for him, the life he is. But I also thank God for ministry training. Ashley, come on, make some noise. Everything you see going on in the back, you wave from the back. Anything you see, electronic, how you see what's going on the TV screen, things happen. That's not happening by accident. The way we sound, the way it come out, it's somebody behind that making it happen to make sure we crisp and short. With that being said, if you got a social media outlet, I'm watching y'all this morning. I got my phone. We got another phone on this morning. Go to your closest social media outlet. Tell somebody you at Impact Church, and this word got you feeling some type of way. Look for Impact Church Dfw, our church logo. Share it and tag somebody. We're going live. Make sure you go to our live Impact Church Dfw Facebook. Make sure you share that tag. Tell somebody that's in church. I'm watching you on this morning. I got a separate phone. I was telling them in the back, I had to go and get the church phone and separate it. We had text messages going across, connecting and messing up feed. God even spoke to me in there because you got to watch your capacity, because sometimes you can have so much stuff going on to the capacity that you're bringing. You can't be able to hold it, or you can't be able to attain what it is that God is trying to do, because the container he got you is too junky. And I want to help somebody just like I had to transition with that phone and make a separation. Yeah, I want to talk to somebody on this morning. You're going to have to make a separation for this next phase that God want to do in your life. It won't come easy. It's going to become because you simply ready to see what God going to do. It's going to cost you something. Somebody look at somebody and say, it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you something. Everybody that's here, la-di-da-di, everybody, come on, make some noise for yourself. You press your way. I don't take it lightly. Anybody that get up there early in the morning to get here for 9 o'clock service, you ain't come for no reason. Look at somebody and say, I ain't leaving empty-handed. Come on, y'all ain't talking. We the church where you gonna talk back. Look at somebody and say, I'm not leaving empty-handed. I ain't wake up there early. I ain't wake up there early to leave here and empty-handed. Come on, you wanna watch it? I came to get something from God, of course. Of course, I see my brother in blue in back, co-worker. Police, Lewis, he in the building. So if I talk a little spicy, it's because I got help on this morning. We got the police. Got the policia in the building. So thank God for him. Thank God for being in the building. Hey, brother, don't judge me too hard, but we're going to try to do a little work. Here it is, Minister Charles. Coming from the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel. It's the Old Testament now. 1 Samuel, chapter 14, verse 6 is what I want to lift in the verse. That's 1 Samuel's, watch this, Nikki. Chapter 14, verse 6 is what I want to lift. This one I want to be at. I want to help y'all this morning. Today, entering in a 5th month for us for the church. We're a baby church. It's a 5th month. Y'all know the 5th, meaning divine number in the Bible is the number of grace, and we're entering into a window of grace, a space of grace, because I'm asking God what's going on, all the things that are transition. I'm asking God what's going on with the ministry. He said, you enter in a space of grace, and in that space of grace, there's, watch that, sustainment. Watch this now. There's a surplus that I want to do in your life. I want you to trust me in this, but also there's some saving grace that I have for you, because the number 5 means grace. When you look at this, Pastor Bird, Pastor Listen, so grace, we're entering in a space of grace. And I'm saying, God, man, we got to lead the building, all this stuff, transition. What are you doing? He said, I'm sustaining you in it. Contrary to get to the next space, secured in the wee hours of the morning. The person agreed to the contract. So we got the information. You can check online. We know where we're going in the next 30 days. We'll be in a new space. Watch this, Lewis. I had to listen to the voice of God. The number that I wanted for the contract, and y'all see this tonight, core team, it changed because they said the corporate office, Nikki, couldn't afford to do this. It don't come from Mansfield, Texas. It comes from their corporate office. So I'll tell some man, this number, I want this number changed. So last night, the lady said, we can reach the number that you initially asked for a month ago. And then I said, Zeno, what's going on? Why is this number? God said, what happened at 12 o'clock? You enter into grace. Oh, y'all tripping. You're tripping. I said, the number that we were asking, you said you couldn't do it because of corporate office, but something happened in the wee hours of last night when I woke up this morning at 3 and saw my email. Watch this now, unit. It says, we able to accommodate you. Ooh. I said, what are you saying? He said, speak this over Impact Church. Everybody that's in this building, you're in the midst of transition, hell going on, chaos going on. Pastor RD3 just came to tell you that God said, you just entered in a season of grace. I don't know what's going on in your marriage. I don't know what's going on in your finance, your business, or your life. I'm telling you, regardless of what the enemy told you, and this is how you know I'm talking to you, because you got doubt in the back of your mind. But doubt is confirmation that faith is there. No need for doubt if faith ain't there. But if doubt is there, that must mean there's some faith somewhere that you're fighting and trying to hold on. I got to take my time. 1 Samuel chapter 14. I got to get to the word. Here it is, 1 Samuel. Somebody just shout, we just enter grace. We just enter. 1 Samuel chapter 14. Here it is. If you'll stand, that's our custom for the church. You was in court today and the people was facing 5 to 10 years. You'll be standing for the judge. So here it is, stand. 1 Samuel chapter 14, verse 6 is all I want. All I want. Here it is. Then Jonathan said to the young man who bore his armor, come on, Zeno, real armor bearer. Here it is. Come, let us go over to the garrison of these uncircumcised, these people that don't have a covenant, the people that's not connected, the people that can't hear the voice of God. Let's go over there. Watch what he said. Maybe the Lord will work for us. Come on now. All my life in church, it said, Bird, when God do something, when God try to make some stuff happen, Felicia, it always seems like it's always certain with God. Nobody tell me that when you walk with God, actually sometimes there's going to be some uncertainty. Yeah, maybe the Lord will work for us. For nothing restrain the Lord. Watch this. It's powerful, Impact Church. That's why I don't let numbers bother me, because I'm not looking for quantity. I'm looking for quality. Look what he said there. Be clause. For the Lord may save by many. He might do it by few, though. Yeah. I feel like the Marines, the fruit, the proud, the few, the Marine. He don't need much. Look at somebody say, God don't need much. God don't need much. For a little while, I want to talk about this. Pray for me. Moving on the maybe. Moving on a maybe. Minister Charles, I pray I might help somebody. The grass wither, the flower fade, but the word of God shall stand forever. Here it is, Keith. I want to be honest. 2026, Lewis, feel like a bad spade hand. Yeah, I know some of y'all might not play spade, but Larry, when we from Cooper Road, hey, here it is on the hill. I tell you, little ratchet city, but righteous. We had cards in the house. One of the games we played, we used to play spade. And one thing about the game of spade, Pastor Bird, Felicia, the thing about spade is it's difficult now because you gotta learn to watch this now. Learn to work with your partner. It gotta be some corroboration. But what's crazy is, Lady M, you can't talk to him. You just got to trust them at the beginning of the game, Charles. They say something like, I got 2 in the pocket. Yeah. And then you say, well, I got 4 in my hand, so we going to go 6. And then if you crazy like me, if you say 6, I'm going to say we at least got 8. Yeah. I think if you see 6, I think we can make an 8 happen. And some real spade players know you can make a bad hand, make it work for you if you know what you're doing with the bad hand. So here it is now, just like in a spade game, you got to trust your partner based off what they said at the beginning through the whole game. They playing cards. Watch this, Lewis. It started looking bad and hands start losing. You see other books. You can't say nothing to them. You just got to trust that somebody's going to pull out with some spades or something at the end to make up the difference because I got to trust you in the process. And that's how I learned now. Watch this now. Your walk with God is the same way, Mama Carol. Sometimes you got to learn how to trust God. When you can't trace him, sometimes you got to learn how to trust God, nigga, off the last word that he told you. Here it is, 6 months later, I ain't heard nothing, but I still got to trust what he said a couple months ago, and that's the way our relationship got to go. With everything that's going on, it's challenging because you have, watch this down this year, public protests, pitiful politics, and a progressive propaganda campaign against your mind. And here it is, I learned now with everything that's coming on, Keith, and how the enemy try to play with us, you got to find peace now that surpasses all understanding. I found now the paradox for me is that I'm pardoning my mindset as it relates to the painful perspective of, watch this, the pitiful protests or the politics or the propaganda that the enemy use. I trust God in spite of because I understand that Philippians 4:17 says this, but God give us the peace that surpasses all understanding. See, when you understand that, you get to a place of peace that don't nothing bother you. You get to a place of peace, Pastor, listen, that it don't disturb you. And you get it. Give y'all a little tea real quick. My wife was on the phone. We were talking to my son. He FaceTimed us. He in Japan, and I told the team to pray for him. He just received orders saying he's going to get a TDY. He going to get caught up in some of this nonsense they got going in Iran. He said something to a nigga. It kind of frustrated his mama a little bit because she didn't like how he said it. But then the daddy and me stood up. I couldn't really say nothing because she would act ugly with me, so I had to play along. And then I had to talk to him on the back end. I texted him and said, your daddy proud of you. Watch what he said. He said, if something did happen, mama and daddy, I'm okay with death. If mama, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You know the mama jump out. We ain't going down that road. Don't even speak that. But what he was saying, nigga, watch this road. Mary theology, she'll tell me, you got to cross the bridge before you get that meeting. If I can get to the worst situation ever, which is death, if I can overcome that in my mind, Zeno, you can't hit me with nothing else. If I done already made up my mind, Lewis, when I signed that dotted line as a military personnel, that death is the final thing, you can't tease me with nothing else. You can't torture me with nothing else. I have overcome the greatest thing you could do for me with that. He on the one that was Jesus did. That's what he did on the cross. He said he took the sting of death. You don't bother me with death because watch this, Keith. Death is just transportation into the next life. And so I understand, even if I leave this world, I'm going where streets of gold is. Even if I leave this world, I'm going where pearly gates is. So when I secure my life in his hand, you don't bother me about death. Here it is. I see y'all looking at me. It's not a funeral home. I'm going to go here. What I'm trying to tell you is when you get to the point, watch this, Zeno, where you done made up your mind, there's nothing that's going to bother you, disturb you. That's the peace that surpasses all understanding because it don't make sense no more. That's the kind of peace I'm telling you, that when you get this kind of peace, that a bad doctor knows don't bother you. Stop to be like, you heard what I said. I said you got 3 months. I heard what you said, but whose report you gonna believe? Yeah, you could get a bad, watch this now, notice, and somebody could tell you something bad. I read the notice, but I don't believe it. I don't receive it. I don't accept it because I got the peace that surpasses all understanding. Be close to that, Pastor Lister. I always overlooked it because I get excited about the peace that surpasses all understanding. But Lady M says this, it will guard your heart and your mind. He said this type of peace is protection in the key. When I can trust God at this level, it protects my mind, it protects my heart. I don't get damaged by the situation. See, some of y'all need this kind of peace. Because this kind of peace said, even at 3 in the morning, I can turn my phone off. I was telling my mom and them, you can't disturb me because my faith and stuff is secured in him. Will it hurt you? Yeah. Will you go through? Will I cry and shed tears? Yeah. But the peace that I'm talking about is right in God's hand. My wife them got mad at me going to Japan. Louis, when I took out, watch this now. She get mad. Watch this. Pastor Elizabeth get mad. Nick, it's your sister talk to her. They get mad because on takeoff on the plane, watch this, Charles, I got blinders on. I got my hoodie on. And I got my seat lean. And then she act like she said, with Nathan, you act like you ain't feel the turbulence. Yeah, you act like you ain't feel us grabbing. Her and Nathan grabbing windows and grabbing stuff and holding on. Hold on. That was you hear people on the plane. My head tucked, and I'm just rolling. She said at the end, because Nathan was looking out the window, they had to close it down because they were looking crazy on the plane. Said, how could you do that? I said, ain't nothing you could do about it anyway. If you could, you can't control. Even if they let you in the cockpit, you wouldn't know what to do. There's so many buttons and gadgets. So, but I done made up my mind. Watch this, mama. When you in a situation, ain't nothing else you can do. You done did all you know to do. I done prayed and cried. I done prayed and cried. I gave it over to the Lord. Yeah, he got to work it out. And just like on that plane, that's how you got to experience life. When life deal you a bad head, and you know you did everything you could do. Then don't give it to the Lord and you ain't did everything. Do everything you can do. And when you do that, you watch God move. Who it is. Winston Churchill said, don't let a good crisis go to waste. Anytime you find yourself in the midst of crisis, you got to be willing to work what it is they're put in front of you. The other time you let a crisis cancel you. But the reality is, in a crisis, you can always find Christ. Here it is, here it is. Let me go to work. Let me masonize. Just to contemporize so I can overemphasize the text. Somebody shout, preach, RG3. That's what I came to do. That's what I came to do. Somebody say, bye, Felicia. Here it is. Here it is. I've been waiting on that. I'm glad we got a new Felicia. Here it is. When you look at the text in 1 Samuel, I'm going to do my homework because if you don't have pretext, watch this, preachers, you don't have post-text, you'll never get the context of what we're talking about. So here it is in 1 Samuel. I'm just trying to preach a little bit. 1 Samuel going to tell you, here it is, the prophet. Now he on the scene, but Israel, like everybody else, it reminded me of 2026. They must have social media and Facebook. They wanted a king like everybody else. Be careful when you have comparisonitis. You want what everybody else got. I see some young people in here. Let me Will Smith some of my young people that's still in high school. Let me tell you, don't get caught up in the hype of what people show you on social media. Let your boy know the secret. They lying. 30 pictures later, that's when they post. Yeah, they had 29 ugly pictures before they post. With the filter. One of my homeboys said, even with these AI pictures, y'all still ugly. I didn't say that. I didn't say it. That's him being messy. And I feel like the children of Israel was the same way. They wanted what everybody else got. They can hear from God, but watch this, Charles. They don't want to just hear from God. They want a king. So then Samuel anoints Saul as the first king of Israel. Here it is, feeling himself puffed up. Saul get his first win. When Saul get his first win, he started feeling himself, and all of a sudden now, he don't need the prophet. I tell people, be careful when you pray for something, and something happen, and God bless you, then all of a sudden you act funny. I know how to pray with people. Oh, Pastor, I want to get married, and pray with them about marriage, and oh, Pastor, I want the new job, and pray with them about the new job, and then God open up a door. Then they hit you with a text. I had to work. I couldn't be there. I said, man, the same God that help you get the job, the same God that help you get the marriage and get the relationship, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You're going to need him to sustain it. Yeah, the thing you praying about that God bless you with, and he opened up the door, how dare you to get hands in on him? Yeah, you work the 12 hours. You work the 16 hours. That ain't on him. You got to trust him in the process. I tell you, I don't want to beat you up. I want to pick you up on this morning. Don't ever put God on the back burner. Yeah, I can put everybody else on the back burner. I never put him on the back burner. That's what Saul did. Saul got so courageous, he didn't even wait on Samuel. He built the altar and made a sacrifice for the next battle. Oh, you done got out your pocket. Not only are you just the king, you done stepped into the prophetic lane. This ain't your area. And that's what you got to be careful. Watch this in 2026. Make sure you stay in your lane. There's some people you trying to step outside of your lane, and that ain't you. Somebody shout, be you, be you, be you. At the end of the day, make sure you're doing what God called you to do. I wish I could play them keys and sing like Charles. He be stunning on us, but he know how to sing too, y'all. He sing good too. Man, if I knew how to sing, I would never preach. Matter of fact, Larry and Nick, I'm going to be honest with you. If I knew how to sing, I wouldn't talk. You'll call me a hello. You would never get no conversation without me in the song. That's why God ain't blessed me with it. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. Because what's in there, that's his gift. But if you saw me get over there on them keys, you'll say, RG3, come on now. Come on now. We love you. But ain't you. So you got to learn. Watch it now. But then you can get upset because some people blessed with multiple gifts. Because the Negro can preach too. Come on now. That ain't fair. God divvying out stuff. You double up on my boy. That ain't fair. But then you can get into your feelings because you'll start judging your gift against theirs and lose the blessing of being you. You know, it's a blessing to be you. God made your height, made your whip, made your mind, made your body. It's a blessing to be you. Come here, young people. Let me look at you. Let me tell you, don't ever let somebody make you down. You're one of a kind. Don't get me started. Sometimes I bite my lip in the mirror because I know I'm one of a kind. God made something special when he made me. And if you don't feel that way about you, I'm sorry. But you better love you because can't nobody love you the way you love you. So here it is, Samuel. Get caught up. Samuel rebukes Saul. Watch this now. Samuel go to God on his behalf. And he praying and he constantly praying. Keith, watch what God tell him. Oh, you can get up. I'm done with him. Ooh. We talked about 5 people. You holding on to something that God done with. Yeah, you torn with people that God had already said he done with. You handling the business, you dealing with people. And I told somebody, you're dealing with a ministry that God already said he done with. You're still torn with it and wasting time and years when God already done with. You will waste your whole life dealing with something that God done with. It said he cried and prayed, nigga, the man of God. But God told him the next day, you might as well get up. I didn't pick somebody else. And I'm telling you, you got to make sure you sit into the boss of God and make sure you're not dealing with something that he's done with. So here it is. Here it is. He done with Saul. But then here it is, like we do. We overlook a person because we jump from Saul to David. But the reality of Saul had a son. We sleep on Jonathan. Be careful when people sleep on you. Just because you don't get the spotlight like everybody else. If somebody's sleeping on you, just make sure you don't sleep on you. That's what you do. Make sure they know your name. So long before David killed Goliath, we got Jonathan in the text today. Jonathan is busting heads to the white meat. So much so that he's having conflict with his dad, because his dad want to kill his homeboy David, but then Jonathan cool with David. So every time his dad is planning to assassinate David, Jonathan texts David and say, hey, man, he on his way, dog. So here it is. Here it is now. David realized that him and Jonathan was so close that he said his relationship, no greater love than this. And the man that laid down a life for his friend. So also he said that his bond with him is so strong that they become knitted at the heart. Whoa, you know how close you got to be to somebody that you come knitted at the heart with them, that you feel what they feel, that you sense what they feel. They tight. Here it is, the divide between Saul and Jonathan. I'm moving. The first thing we see in the text is begin to move right here. He's with his armor bearer. Somehow, they getting ready to fight. This is God kind of math. Saul them only have like 3,000, but the Philistine got 30,000. I be telling God, you be tripping, man. The Old Testament be tripping. 30,000 against 3,000. God, come on now. Watch this bird. Then he go on to say that half of them get fatigued, Nick, and they drop out. The 3,000 drop down to 600 against 30,000. That's the God kind of math. God do crazy stuff. And I said, Mama Cat, why you play with the numbers like this? 30,000, give me about 20 so I can know I'm, 20,000, y'all double up we got. God said, I do crazy numbers like that. So watch the bird at the end of the minister and trainer asked me, they can say, ain't nobody do that but. No way 600 men can whoop 30,000. It got to be God. Then God do stupid stuff with them, like open up the ground and swallow people. Ooh, God do stupid stuff like they wake up in the middle of the night and start stabbing each other. God do stupid stuff when you can trust them with just a minimum. Some of y'all waiting on more, and God say, I'll do it with just what you got. Just trust me with what's in your head. Somebody shout, trust God. Even when you can't trace him. I hear you, Zeno. I mess around, give you that mic, boy. You finish the statement, here it is. Larry, he get close. He kind of close. Hey, that boy close. So here it is. Seeing the text, Jonathan gets separated, just him and his homeboy. Watch what Jonathan say. Jonathan see 20 Philistines. Jonathan say, hey, I think we could take them. I can see now the armor bearer like, hey man, who else? It just us two. But watch how strong his armor bearer is. This is how cold he said. He said, whatever in your heart to do, I'm with you. Here it is. The first thing I seen the text, something to go crazy with this. Jonathan had reckless faith. When I say this, moving on a maybe, Bert, you got to be so crazy. Watch this, Lord, that you trust God reckless. Yeah, reckless means you ain't taking regard. You ain't paying attention. One of the things we do at police officer, we can pull you over for reckless driving. That means you on the roads, you don't care about nobody else. You crossing lanes, you in incoming traffic because you're being reckless. That's how your faith gotta be. Your faith gotta be so crazy till it don't make sense. You gonna do what? You mean you gonna try that? Have you check your bank account? Have you look at your credit score? I ain't looking at none of that. I'm trusting him. I'm being reckless with my faith. I believe him. The unbelievable. It don't make sense. The number don't add up. It don't seem like it should work. But how you know trust God and believe him? How you gonna open a church when you ain't from Texas? I'm from that ratchet city. How you gonna open a church, y'all? I don't know no musician out here. We ain't got no setup. I ain't got the money to do it. Babe, all I know God says time. You at least 240,000 people. And come out here open a church and they ain't got 50,000 people in the city. That don't make sense, my boy. If you're going to open it, maybe an audience that got 300,000, why would you open in a city that don't have it? Then 70% of the people in the city don't look like it. Happy Black History Month. Here it is. Yeah. I'm a behave. You ain't praying. Pray for me. Come on, Nicky. My 72-hour one to help me. So it is. You got to trust him because when you hear the voice of God, it might not add up on paper. If you do your homework, it ain't nothing in that Bible that makes sense. Let's be honest. Every time God do something, it don't make sense. You want me to go dip 7 times in a dirty river, and that gonna heal the disease. When clean water heal, nah, go dirty water. Oh, that okay. So you want me to step out the boat or water? Yeah, step out on the boat or water. So you say trust him in spite of, regardless, son, dead, but trust him in spite of what the prophet is saying. Because if you study God, everything he do don't make sense. I tell people all the time, if it makes sense, it probably ain't. It probably ain't God. Here it is, Jonathan, reckless faith. He says, let's go up and trust him because I said this early. Faith, watch this now, is not absent of doubt. That's how the enemy play with you. My faith is because of my doubt. Say it one more time for the hearing impaired. Listen, this faith is not absent of doubt. In other words, when I have faith, it don't mean sometimes I don't waver or doubt, but my doubt is confirmation that I got faith. Because what good is doubt if I don't have faith? So here it is. That'll be on this morning. God will give you no detail, no directive. The man say with him, he got regular faith. He's moving. Here it is. You got to trust him in spite of. This kind of crazy how God is using him. He see 20 men. He says, we're going to tap and watch this radical friendship. Not only did he have radical faith, but he had radical friendship. Jonathan had radical friendship because verse 7 said, his armor bearer said unto him, do all that is in your heart. Go then. I'm with you according to your heart. Let me put my brakes real fast. Can I park right here for a minute? Y'all pray for me. Let me step out the car. Have a conversation. That's how my daddy said, here it is. Here the first thing you're going to realize now, when you're dealing with people, I want to help some people. You're only going to have 4 types of people in your life. Somebody you got chemistry with, person that got character, competency. And then also culture. Watch this now. When I'm helping you, the first thing I see in the text, I'm going to help somebody. Be careful because everybody ain't your armor bearer. Let me break that down to you what an armor bearer is. Armor bearer is somebody that's able to protect, carry the armor and the calling that's on your life. Have you ever noticed certain people you can't share stuff with? You get through talking to them, you start down what you said. You was all full of faith and trust in God. You to share your well, you thought about this. By the time you get through talking to them, you want to bury your dream. Like, that's it. I have a rule, nigga. If you give me something negative, give me a positive. Be like a battery. Give me negative and positive. You out here just with a negative battery. Give me both. Give me an idea to work it out. If you say I ain't got it, what can I do to get it? Help me get there. So you got to be careful now. And watch this now. Sometimes you just got to guard yourself. You can't open your heart and mind up to everybody because everybody can't see it. Yeah, you trying to share it with everybody because you feel it in you. I'm just telling you, nobody want to hear that. That ain't on your side like that, so you got to trust it and be secret. An armor bearer, somebody you can trust with your dreams, trust with your life, trust with protection. But then be careful because watch this, Pastor, listen. An armor bearer and a power bearer are both similar because they both carry you. One carry you to your dream, and then one carry you to your death. So be careful because an armor bearer and a power bearer very similar because they both carry you. But only one comes when death comes. So know the difference between the two because you can get caught up in trusting one and don't know they carry you to your death. Now, I'm 43, pray for me. But I have learned everybody ain't with you. Yeah, it's people in the room that ain't really for you. And then you be surprised, Felicia, when they say, we ain't never got down like that. I ain't know they felt like that. Yeah, you could have told me you ain't like me. We cool. I wasn't really that fond of you either, but we could have been mutual, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful and wise and watch. Let me tell you a secret I do watch this burn. I just drop something in the room just to see what somebody say. Yeah, just drop something in the room, say something crazy, and just watch the room, see who with you or not. Yeah, we ride through the neighborhood, and I was just looking at some property by 18 acres. They said 1.2, and I'm looking at it, and I was talking to Lady M about it. Look for them. Observe, watch, inspect, and just see their eyes. See what you think, he bad. Look at them. It's because now sometimes you got to observe. The Bible said, watch this, labor them that are among you. The problem with some of y'all got everybody with the same labor. The devil is a lie. You better labor. I'm telling Zeno and Larry the other day, it's certain people you got to have just like Jesus, Peter, James, and John. It's certain people I can take up here. It's certain people we can't go there. We ain't got there yet. We can't go there. I can't trust you like that. I'm not going to make myself vulnerable like that to you. I don't know you. So y'all take the time. Here it is. No, you got an arm bearer, power bearer, but trust this in the process. You got to trust this. I watch this. Larry, watch this cup bearer. Because sometimes you have people in your life that are close enough to you to drink from the same cup you have. You study the word of God, or you study like me, you like Game of Thrones, you like old movies like that. One thing you realize, the person that's the cup bearer, his job was to taste it before the king. Because he tasted and died, then the king shouldn't drink it. But the problem is that cupbearer can get the same appetite, the same desire as the king, and then they want the king's chest. But you got to be careful because in that cup is everything that represents the king. The person that holds the cup will start feeling like them. That's why you got to be careful, bird, because when somebody helping you with your dream, that person start thinking of them. Yeah. You ask somebody with you all of a sudden now, almost like they trying to trade places or something. Now, this me, my God. It's me. We helping one another, but it's mine. That's why I said get people around you that genuinely celebrate you and not tolerate you. Like I genuinely want you to win. I genuinely want you to boss up. I genuinely want to see you success. My brother was telling me something about the shop. I want the shop to blow up. Anything I can do to help, I'm going to help them. Throwing no shade on nothing. I ain't trying to throw no salt on that. I'm a supporter. I want you to win. Yeah. Because when you get there, let me get some edges and stuff, man. When you get there, come on now, put that razor on my head, help me out. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to win in the field that you're in. You need people that's willing to do that with you in here. Moving number 2, watch this. Jonathan not only had reckless faith, not only did he have a radical friendship last, watch this now, he had to revamp his plan because when he went up there to attack the 20, he had to learn that when he attacked the 20, he had to move now because now I had to revamp what I'm doing. Sometimes you got to revamp your plan, revamp what you're doing, and you got to do it in real time. I had to learn this. Sometimes you got to do it off the fly. You won't have time to go back, read the drawing board, and get together. Sometimes you got to make changes on the fly. I said, sometimes you're in the midst of it. And when you're in the midst of it, Jonathan told his armor bearer, it's a big if that this might happen. In other words, we got to trust the process. We got to run up there. Jonathan said, if they come to us, then we're going to bag up. But if they tell us to come up, we're going to trust God, and God's going to give us the victory. Long story short, Jonathan destroyed them because he revamped the plan. And I'm telling y'all, in 2026, plans might not be going according to what you wanted to go to, but you got to be willing to revamp your plan in order to watch it now. Last but not least, and I'm gone. Jonathan was a relentless fighter. He never quit fighting. And I'm telling you, what you trust in God for, you got to be willing to fight until there ain't no breath in your body. Told somebody one time, Charles, pray for me. I don't know no better. But I tell them like this. I'm from Stony Hill, so y'all pray for me. The only problem you got, if I keep breathing. Because if I inhale, exhale, Lewis, you got a problem. I'm telling you right now, you got a problem. I throw chairs. I bite people. I will scratch you, poke you in your eye, hit you in your head with a billboard. If I get my hand on some dirt, I'll throw it in your eyes. Because guess what the rule is to fight? Win. Because there ain't no rules. Because some of you think there's rules to this. And I used to tell somebody, I used to have to call my mama on me at Bird. Used to have to call my mama because the only way I'm stopping in this fight, you're going to have to get Rosemary in the building because it's a relentless fight to say, listen, I'm not stopping until I have success. And success looking like you being unconscious. Because I'm trying to tell you, when you have a relentless fight, you don't quit. Y'all laugh. You better check my record. I'm telling you. Because watching the longest breath in your body, you still got strength and you got something to bring to the table. And I'm challenging you the same way. That's how Jonathan was. Jonathan showed that he was going to fight until the end. And I'm telling you, life is the same way. Here it is. Charles, help me. Here it is. Get your milk and cookies. It's story time. Let me get this biblical blanket as we come to an end. When I was growing up, I spent a lot of time with my great-grandma. Don't judge us. Don't judge us. Don't judge us. Had one TV, and the TV was in our room, Mama Carol. TV, black and white TV. TV had them 3 channels on it. Don't do that. Don't do that. How y'all looking? And see, when I was growing up, late 80s, early 90s, they don't know that. That generation don't know. They think it's 24 hours. But when I was growing up, at midnight, the flag came on the TV. The TV went off. Yeah, come on, Nikki, come on now. Look at Nikki. No, Larry, talk to her. Here it is. TV did not stay on 24/7. It cut off at midnight, right? The last show used to be MASH. I hated that show. Man, you couldn't come up with MacGyver, something to give us something. I watched it the last day. I didn't know I was going to be in the military. Yeah, it is. But Bird, my grandma used to watch shows like Wheel of Fortune. You ain't touching on TV, and you're going to see it. You can see it in white, but you don't pick channel. She do. So she'll watch stuff like Wheel of Fortune. She'll watch, what it is, Bob Barker. Like, come, oh, wow. I know that's your speed, nigga. I know that's your speed. I know that's your speed. Got those stockings on. Here it is. Now, they just watch stuff like in the heat of the night. Come on, man. Y'all act like y'all know my grandma. Y'all Gunsmoke. Hey, Love Boat, boy. See them classics. See, it wasn't no channel surfing, Louis. You had to stay and watch it to the end. So I used to sit there because I didn't know the time. But it was one show in particular I was waiting on, I was waiting on WWF, Worldwide Wrestling Federation. Whoa. I'm talking about stuff like Nature Boy, Limousine Ride. Yeah. I'm talking about stuff like the Four Horsemen and Junkyard Dog from Louisiana. I ain't talking to you, boy. Talk to me on this morning. I'm talking about like the Hulk Hogan, Hulk Maniacs. Yeah, that's how I grew up. Ultimate Warrior. Yeah. That's what I was waiting on. Yeah. Until I got older, Larry, I almost lost my mind. Somebody said it wasn't real. I'm talking about my childhood. I'm talking about Hulk Hogan. I saw with my own eye. He defeated the giant. You gonna tell me that wasn't real? I saw the belt. I saw them pull the chairs out and hit people. You gonna say that ain't real? I saw the blood from the screen. I was there. He said, nah, man, to be honest with you, I see you getting emotional. But those fights are scripted. I said, now come on now. I'm a little slow. Explain what that means. He says, before the match, they decide who wins. I said, come on, no. I'm talking about Jake the Snake. I'm talking about Lex Luthor, the rat. He said, all of that is playing out. It's theater. The crowd they get worked up and everybody in motion. They throwing cups and popcorn. All this is just a spectacle. But the winner is already determined. I said, Lord, have mercy. And some of y'all still think I'm talking about wrestling with me and my grandma, but I come to tell some of y'all this morning, 2026 has already been stripped. Yeah, over 2,000 years ago, he was on the cross, and he stripped the wind from the cross and said, you don't have to worry about being defeated, because he took the sting of death. Yeah, he gave us power and authority, and I come to tell somebody on this morning that you can walk in there to victory because God gave you everything that you need as necessary so you can walk in the victory and authority. I'm sorry, y'all pray for me, because every now and then, Pastor Bird, I feel like hooting and hollering because I'm from Louisiana, so pray for me, because I know God can and God will and God shall do everything he promised. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm moving on the maybe. I know it's difficult, I know it's hard, but tell them I'm moving on the maybe. Somebody shout, I'm moving. Anybody shout, I'm moving. Everybody shout, I'm moving. Some of y'all ain't talking to nobody. Stand to your feet and touch your neighbor and tell them I'm moving. Regardless of what it looks like, I'm moving. Regardless of what I feel like, I'm moving. Regardless of what the naysayers say, I'm moving. Somebody shout, I'm moving. Anybody shout, I'm moving. Everybody shout, I'm moving. I said, somebody shout, I'm moving. Anybody shout, I'm moving. Everybody shout, moving. I feel God moving in this place. If you could just trust him in spite of, if you could just trust him in spite of what you're going through, look at your neighbor and say, I'm moving, but I'm moving on the maybe. I don't have all the details. I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to trust God in spite of. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm moving. Yeah, I'm moving. I'm moving. Ain't the Lord all right? I say, ain't the Lord all right? I know. I know he's all right. Somebody shout, the Lord is all right. The Lord is all right. On this morning, listen. One thing I try to do, I try to pride myself on being a transparent preacher. So, you know, the last 3 months for me been hell. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nigga, I'm still going to get up here and preach. I'm going to go in now. Bird, I got lighter, can't pass it on now. I got 8 pills in my system right now rolling. I'm still here. But the reason why, I trust God. Let me be honest with y'all. People playing me. My body hurting loose. Me and my wife in the ER on Valentine's Day. Come on, man. Then you tell us we got to leave the building. I got a contract with you. You playing with me. But then it goes show me Happy Black History. But to y'all, you got to be an owner. You're an owner and you don't have nothing. I'll say it one more time. You don't own, you'll be owned. That's why we're in the situation we're in now, because we don't own. But I'm going to get to that. I don't have time to do it today. So I'm saying, God, what's going on? He said, don't forget to tell them, though, you enter into that grace like I started. Same thing I'm going to tell Paul, because I'm hurting right now. This is what God told me. Man, the grace is sufficient. I said, man, I sent my wife a picture of Albert Chapel because the son posted dad preaching in a wheelchair in Holy Mission. And my wife went deep on me. You devil in a lie. You ain't never going to be no wheelchair trainer. She went to church on me. I was like, man, co-pastor, I was sending an offering, Lord. Lord, and I got rebuked. Bird rebuked me. My wife rebuked me. Zeno rebuked me. I said, this ain't my win. So, but what I saw was, watch this. Y'all, everybody don't know him, but in Shreveport, Mama, Elder Chapel preaching that wheelchair. That boy preached dumb, stupid dumb. God, he go in. And God told me, your gift don't stop because of you. Some of you think because life's trials, predicament, make you change your perception on the gift that God gave you. Don't stop. I said, God, how am I going to get out of this? He said, preach your way out of it. I started posting, man, we moving on the maybe. God going to do this. Let's do the revival. I went crazy. If we're going to leave this building, we're going to leave it in the haze of glory. Next people coming here, I don't know what's going on in here. Yeah, I know we left glory in that bad boy. If we're going to leave, because I'm trusting him in the process. Watch this, y'all. This real time. They need to bring testimony period back, but y'all be lying. So we can't do it. So trust him in the process. I'm being transparent with you so you can see it. Everything peaches and cream and roses all the time. It really is hard. It's pressure. But you got to trust him. And I said, if he bruising me, if he's frustrating me, aggravating me, then I know the people that's connected to me, the enemy trying to take. So that's why I said, March going to be a month of miracles. Yeah, how you know that? How you know that, RG3? It's too much pain not to. Miracle is, by definition of Bishop Mason, it's something that you can't do and nobody else can do but God. That's it. Real simple, real simple. It's something that can't nobody do but God. Like I told you, the price of a building going down overnight. How can you change corporate prices? And when she signed it to me, it was already signed. I didn't get a chance to go. I didn't get a chance to say yeah or no. She said, yeah, we was able to. I thought you said boom. Larry. Talked to Zeno and them about something yesterday. Zeno, that thing went up 10,000 this morning. I told my wife it went up 10,000. I'm anticipating 20, Larry. I said, what's going on? He said, man, it's March 1st. Y'all hit grace. That ain't just for me. I don't want you to just take that testimony and say, oh, yeah, that's good, Pastor RG3. Like, because 10,000 probably ain't none of y'all. Y'all probably got that in your front pocket. But I'm saying for me, that was God showing me. Trust me, I got you. Last but not least, I ain't going to get all into detail, but this is what God told me. You ain't dreaming enough for me. I told y'all that was them people told me when I presented, and I still have been, because there's some stuff I wanted, Larry, and stuff I want to do. I wouldn't trust him. I'm trying to be a good steward. I don't want to do it. He said, hello, dum-dum. Let me lower the price and get it to you then. People hit me up, hey, this available for you. And I said, what's going on, God? He said, you ain't trusting. You talking about all this El Shaddai, God of overflow, but you trying to be minimum when it comes. I ain't telling you to be wasteful either. I ain't talking about going just randomly buying stuff. But I'm saying, he said, show me. Y'all leaving $2 tips and you talking about your believer. Blow somebody's mind today. Hey, man, I'm going to show you what God do. Because I'm his representative in the earth realm. Why shouldn't I walk in the overflow? Money is not our option. It's here in your mind. You got to trust him in spite of. Right here, I want to pray for you. This is how you know I'm talking to you. This word meant something to you. You're like, I'm moving on to maybe. This big